Hey everybody, Zach1st92 here, back with the, well not back, this is going to be the Let's Play for Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus for the PlayStation 2/3. It's technically a PlayStation 2 game, remastered in the Sly Collection. This is a physical disc copy I got of it, and this is definitely the one I've definitely been most excited for to trying. Hey guys, and reflection, sorry. But definitely excited for this. All rights to the music and the gameplay go to Sanzaru Games and Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is the original creators. Sadly, Sucker Punch is no longer a good company for gaming anymore. They don't know how to really make good games anymore without putting disgusting stuff inside it. Thankfully, Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus 1, 2, and 3 all Sly games, and also 4 made by Sanzaru. Sanzaru was actually a really good company to make Sly Cooper 4, decent time. But anyway, Sly Cooper is a phenomenal franchise, over 20 years old. Definitely excited to play. I'm going to have to, this one comes with Sly Cooper 2 and Sly Cooper 3. This is definitely going to be one of my favorite Let's Plays, probably on the channel. Probably even beating out my Ben 10 Let's Play, even though for some reason that one did pretty well. But yeah, I'm going to start it off. I could only do about maybe 20-25 minutes of recording right now. And then I had to upload this. And also the announcement for it. So let's do it. I'm going to do a brand new file. I do have another file already loaded. I've been kind of playing it for the past couple of weeks, kind of, just playing it for fun, but also realizing I could do a Let's Play of it, and it's definitely going to be a fun Let's Play for sure. It is my favorite PlayStation franchise of all time, but Sly Cooper 2 is my personal favorite of the 4 games. Sly 4 being my second favorite. Sucker Punch. Sorry for the camera, I know it's very bright out, but this is the best way for me to record it, and best picture quality option in audio. It is a cel-shaded game with, Sly Cooper being the main character. This game came out in 2002. I could do the beginning part if you, for sure. So I'm going to do a new game. That's where I was initially. So now, we're going to do a new game.
Sly! Come in! Sly! Do you read me?
Yeah, I read you. Loud and very loud.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Trying to break into police headquarters does that.
Get over it, Bentley. You're safe in the van. I'm the thief here. I've got to steal that file from Inspector Carmelita Fox.
Well, count on me to be your eyes and ears, buddy. Got their security system totally scoped. To get inside, you're gonna have to go through that air vent.
All right, I'm going in.
And don't forget you got me at the wheel, Sly. All you gotta do is grab the file and get back to the van. We'll do the rest.
Just keep that engine running, Murray. I'll be down in no time.
Alright, so, going to give you a heads up on this gameplay. This is a stealth action kind of platformer game. It's also kind of like a collectathon. This game is very phenomenal characters. I like the voice cast, I like the characters, I like the animation. The only thing that I don't like on the original releases, I'm not sure if they fixed it in this version, are the frame rate. The frame rate was a little spotty on the original, but it wasn't that bad. But the visual style, what's something cool about this is that if you use the right analog stick, you can actually kind of look around on the pause menu. It's literally just a frozen, gameplay right there. The music is great in this game. Remember, all rights to this game go to Sanzaru Games and Sucker Punch. But I'm going to get into it. Here we go. And I like to collect the coins, for sure. I could go up there if I want to. I want to mess around for a smidge. You can actually kind of mess around if you want to. I'm going to not break those ones. I see the rats, you can actually kill them. Always like doing this. Let's see if I can do it here. Whoa! I don't know why that was always fun to me. Starring Sly Cooper. Up. Yeah. So X is your jump. You also press it twice for a double jump, but it doesn't give you that much more height. I used to always like just trying to kill the rats. It's funny. Ah, what that? Give me. Okay. Got the coin. And then if you press square, it uses your cane. In the future games, there's more maneuvers you can use. A lot of them carry over from this game to the sequels. The L1 and R1 buttons do the scope, and later you'll get upgrades for it as well. I always like the sound effects for it too. But here we go.
Hey, Bentley, I think I'm seeing things. Must be vertigo or something. Can you see those crazy blue lights?
Really? I've read about this. Master raccoon thieves are able to sense thieving opportunities, which manifest themselves as unexplainable blue auras. According to my research, all you have to do is get near them and hold down the circle button, and you should perform a super sneaky master thief move.
Hold down the circle button near blue auras. I'm on it.
Something cool is that if you actually are in these modes with the binoculars and you're talking, you just use the analog sticks to turn their heads if you want. That's what I was kind of doing, messing with them. Sorry if the lighting is never the best with these games, because these games have a lot of blue coloring, and my phone doesn't have the best color options.
Hitting the square button to break things.
Oh, I know. I'm just looking. Man, I like the atmosphere of this game. Alright. Oh,
Be
hello.
extra careful here, Sly. Break one of those laser beams and you'll set off the alarms. Not to mention...
Sorry, Bentley.
Nice job, you're in. Inspector Carmelita Fox's office is behind the red door. That door must be super reinforced, Sly. Maybe there's a way to get around it.
And something else with this game is that if you actually collect enough coins, you'll get a horseshoe. Horseshoes in this game is your equivalent of kind of like the mushrooms in the Mario series. You get the super mushroom for Mario for one hit, and then like an ability in order to get it hit twice. In this one, you'll get two horseshoes. The first one's like a silver, and the other one's a gold. So that is your health meter. This is different than the sequels. The sequels actually have an actual health bar, which is a lot better.
Way to go, Sly. This is where Inspector Carmelita Fox stashes all her important files. I hacked into the police security mainframe and discovered this vault's combo. Try dialing in 937.
3 and 7.
Nice job! You got it! If you come down through the fire escape and head through the parking lot, we'll be waiting in the getaway van.
Criminal! You foolish raccoon. I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
And I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my... Hey, you know, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very fetching.
You think? This pistol packs a paralyzing punch. You ought to try it. Might snap you out of your crime spree.
And give up our little rendezvous?
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just dropped by to pick up this case file. I think you've had it long enough.
Alright, so she's just going to continuously try to fire at you. Oh, crap. I wanted to collect the coins, but I don't think I can right now. But it's honestly a very easy first mission. So all you have to do is just, constantly run. But I like to have fun.
You can't escape me, raccoon!
Late exit. It is based in France, so I guess that makes sense. Carmelita's a very popular character.
And I had given Inspector Carmelita Fox the slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I've been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book. The Thievius Raccoonus. Anyone who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After all, There's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people. You rip off a master criminal, and you know you're a master thief. Well, on the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door. My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up, each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes. Broken alone, I was dumped at the town orphanage. There I met 2 guys who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew. Bentley, techno genius and strategist supreme, and Murray, part-time driver and full-time burden. Together we pledged to track down the Fiendish Five, avenge my father, and steal back the Thievius Raccoonus. I knew I was about to face the toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become a master thief like my ancestors before me, or fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
And that is the story of Sly Cooper. Very good story. I really like it. I kind of wish we actually knew who Sly's mom was. But Sly's father is definitely the one that perished, sadly.
That was a nice piece of work back there at police headquarters, Sly. Come see me if you want to check out any of your old movies. I've got them all here on my computer. Use the left analog stick to move around the hideout and the X button to select things. I've already plotted a route to our first target.
So I will probably keep going for this part, just because it's the first mission. I want to get this part through for you, so that we at least get a little bit more action, other than just about 12 minutes of gameplay. So here we go.
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog. As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil teetering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle of Rat, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of a perilous Welsh triangle.
The Tide of Terror. I like how they like these cue cards, kind of like an old comic book or TV show.
Hey, Sly, I just spotted something that's going to complicate the mission. See that nasty-looking gate? It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. I'll just use my climb move.
Okay, but remember, you can only climb on certain objects, like pipes and ropes.
Yeah, sure. Like that ladder there?
That is correct, but do not forget, Sly. You have to get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me.
I've always liked their friendship between all 3 of them. Murray's a tough but not very smart guy, but he cares for his friends. And then Bentley's a smart guy, not very good at stealth or action, but he's there for his friends. And Sly's the sleeky one.
Interesting. The message you just found appears to be some sort of clue. I'll decipher it here in the van. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
And the clues are the things that you want to get to upgrade Sly's moveset. It's definitely essential, I think. Trying to get a horseshoe, so that way I can take a hit. Let's see. Actually, let's see. Do I need anything? Okay, I have to go over there to get... Go on here to get there.
Hold on, Sly. See those searchlights? One careless step, and you'll be subjected to acute combustion.
You done whining? Let's go.
I'm just trying to keep you alive, partner. Fortunately for you, I launched these signal repeaters throughout Raleigh's fortress. Get close to one, and I can checkpoint your progress.
Nice.
Pretty much like you said, it's a checkpoint, pretty much. So, let's see. Had to get past that. Had to wait for the right time. Okay. And then those lights will disappear. Oh yeah. The enemies are a pushover in this game. They're a lot cooler to beat them in the sequel games, though. There we go. Cool. Ah, the coins disappear a little too quick. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I have to go here and get... Oh, Dread, I messed up. I messed up. Don't bother me. I'll be right back. Going to quickly keep it on just to show you that this is how it looks to get a horseshoe. But I still had to go back to it because I kind of messed up. I personally died, so that way I can go back out here. So anyways, catching up to where I was prior, all you do is just go up here. I messed up. And then grab those. Wrong way. Nope, slide. Other way. Ah. There we go. There's bottles up here. You want to grab the bottles. There we are. Yeah, I'll see you back over on the other side. Alright, back to where I was. Sorry about that. This is your checkpoint. You just have to hit that.
According to my amphibio positioning system, that big blimp is where Raleigh is hiding out.
You know, that blimp looks more like a machine than a hideout.
You're right, Sly. That is a storm machine. It's the reason why it never stops raining around here.
That explains all the wrecked ships.
But why would Raleigh want bad weather at his own hideout 24/7?
It's me. But rain or shine, I'm gonna steal my family's book back. And if Raleigh gets in my way, it's on.
Alright, here we go. Gotta be careful of him. He has fire breath. Well, not really breath, but he's using a torch like a fire breath. You want to keep jumping because that water's going to move you. Hiya! But man, this game is so much fun though. Oh,
Nice job so far, Sly. To get over the next gate, you'll need to grab onto this hook using your cane. Just jump and hit the circle button.
Got it. Jump and hit the circle button to grab onto hooks.
alright. The enemies are a very big pushovers, thankfully. Don't think I missed any bottles from there. I think we're good on that side. Here we go. This is where kind of the platforming kind of gives you a little bit more difficulty, but not really enough to really say, oh, holy cow, it's hard. Alright, so we go under here. One more of that. Whoop! Hiya! I've definitely been a Sly Cooper fan for 20 years. It's a very phenomenal series. It's definitely underrated, though. I think it definitely needs more attention. Gotta get those, and I'm trying to remember how to get up there. Oh. Okay, I see. And there's the vault that we need, but we gotta get the bottles first.
That large vault has got to be somehow related to those clues and bottles you've been collecting. If you can locate all the clues in this area, I should be able to crack the code and get you inside it.
Which, thankfully, these are the last two bottles, so you get your first technique, which I believe is the roll technique, if I'm correct.
You found it, Sly. That's the final clue
Wrong
to
way.
crack the code. Now find that vault, and I'll give you the instructions to open it. Press the circle to enter the vault code. The clues have led me to believe that the code for this vault is 792.
792.
stage teaches old Drake Cooper's fast attack dive move. Press the triangle button to use it.
Okay, I could have sworn it was the roll attack, but oh well. In this version, though, you do get achievements, so that's something brand new to the PS3 re-release. And once I get to the next area, that will be the stopping point of Part 1. You break open the area, and you, the lock, and you get the key. Sorry that you see me in the background. And then this is soon going to be the end for Part 1. And here's the hub world for the first area.
That blimp looks like the most secured location on this boat. If Raleigh's really as smart as his police file suggests, then that's where I'll find him.
Wonderful idea, but your plan is flawed.
Why?
Because it's impossible to get near him. To access Raleigh's blimp, you would have to sneak through that high-voltage power tube. To do that without getting electrocuted, you'd have to destroy that power generator. And to do that, you need 2 more of Raleigh's treasure keys, which are heavily guarded.
Interesting. So when are you gonna get to the impossible part?
Fine. But I warned you. I've marked the areas you need to hit with holographic markers. Follow them to your objectives.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
But yeah, pretty much what he's saying, that is right. Now that I have the dive move, you press triangle to use it. You need to jump in. Oh, you can't do the dive yet. I forgot you had to unlock that. So, triangle will do a dive attack. Became a very big staple in the sequel series. Oh, there's a regular horseshoe. This is probably where you're supposed to find it, unless you didn't get 100 coins. And it'll staple on top of that.
That'll protect you when you take any damage.
Yep, and the gold one means that I could take 2 hits without getting killed. So that's a good thing. Anyway, that was the main villain talking. I didn't want to interrupt him talking. But when you get special abilities, you press the L2 and R2 buttons, and that will switch between your special abilities. And while I was letting him talk, I kind of explored a little bit to kind of show you where you can get extra lives. There's an extra life in that window. These are the areas you can get into. I'm trying to remember how to get on top of those little trees. There we go. And then there's also an extra life in here. But yeah, Sly Cooper in the Thievius Raccoonus is definitely by far one of the best PlayStation platformers and action games you could probably play on the system. The sequel game, Sly Cooper 2, Band of Thieves, is definitely my favorite though. Tell me in the comments below what you guys are going to think about this video. What do you think of the first part of Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus? I'm definitely excited for more. I'm going to try to think of like how to title these episodes. I'm not sure if I'm going to title them by the way that their chapters are, but that would be cool someday to see like Chuck and Conroy do this kind of game for his channel. But I want to actually see is there anything over there. First things first, before I actually end this though, I kind of want to see what's over here real quick. I forget. Oh, I think there was supposed to be a horseshoe I think over here, but I think because I got 2 horseshoes, it won't pop up. But I do get coins. And if you already have 2 horseshoes and you want to, you know, still collect the coins, you'll get extra lives instead.
You can adjust the game camera using the right analog stick. And to bring the camera behind you, click it.
I kind of know that already, Bentley. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for this first part. And in the next part, we'll be heading off into this level. into the machine. See you next time, and God bless.